This video can go so many ways, but I choose for it to go this way or that way, or we can choose for it to go a different way. Who knows what way this video's gonna go. Baggage check. Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Life. Hey guys, so I wanted to talk to you about this video that I seen and I can relate to, and I wanted to know if you guys can relate to it in some way. But I was feeling this video right now today, and I was gonna do this video like later on, but I was feeling this video today because I was like, I'm feeling this video now, so let me just do the video now. Why wait? And I'll just upload it later or whenever I can. So I was feeling this video now, and I was like, you know what? Look at my hair, my Britney Spears jeans, like holy jeans. I always feel like there's some Britney Spears Pepsi commercial jeans. Only a weirdo like me would compare that. Spears later. Britney fan. So baggage is our insecurities that we carry from the past. Okay, so I was watching this video, and I'll link you guys the video below. But I was watching this video, and it's called From the Real Ladies of the Real. It's called the Baggage Check. The Real Ladies Let It Go. I was watching this video, and Lonnie says, you know, it's baggages, our insecurities that we carry from the past, carry with us from the past. And I was thinking, what is my baggage? When I watched this video, I was like, wow, I could relate to that. Like, I have insecurities that I carry from the past. I think we all do. My baggage is, look, I'm feeling all the feels already, is that I will never be an actual, I don't know, I'm feeling all the feels already because I always tell this in, but I'm like, this video, they were letting it go, so I was like, well, I should just let it go then too, because I've always heard this. Okay. My baggage is that I am never gonna be a good enough family member or a good enough person to be in a family, to have an actual family. Like, I've always, whenever Lilo and Stitch came out, I've always just like, always been Stitch, you know. That's how, like, that last video I did a long time ago was about me feeling alone. That's how I can relate to it in a way, but because like I've always felt like I'm never gonna be a person to have a family. Sorry, I have Lucy, but I'm never gonna be a person to like feeling all the shakes and all the heartbeats. I'm never gonna be a person getting enough for actual family. Like, I know my family loves me, but I always just felt like that. Like, even though I could go to my family stuff and everything, but I feel like I'm never gonna be good enough for them. Not like necessarily just for them, but just necessarily to have a family. Like, I don't know if you guys feel that way, but I've always felt like that since I was younger. I've never, because like, you know, I've always like, I mean, you guys know, I've tell you guys so much, and you guys know more. Maybe one day when I come up with a book, and you know, as I go on with more videos and stuff. But like, I've never like had an actual family. Like, I mean, I've had an actual family, like my grandma, daughter, everybody and stuff like that. But like, I mean, I've always been just like one person, like moved around, never had a home until now and stuff. So it's always like the only real family. I could always like say, okay, it's my own no matter what. It's mine and Lucy's. So I was always like, I'm moving all my hands around because I'm getting all weird with it and creepy, and not creepy, but like nervousy. Because I'm always like, I'm never gonna be good enough to have a family. You know, that's why whenever I have my family, I like tend to overlove them on an accident. Not even on purpose that I'm overloving them or I'm grossing out loving them. I'm just like loving them because I'm always like, I'm never gonna be good enough to have a family, you know? And I love them so much. And I know I love them, and I truly do love them. But I know at the end of the day, I'm always like, oh, well, did I love them good enough, or did I show them enough in this clip of the video, or did I hug them, did I tell them one before I left, or hug up the phone that I love them a lot? You know, it always, no matter what, sits in the back of my mind. Like, when I go to my friend's house and then they're like, oh, you can call me mom or dad or something, I'm always like, yeah, I'm always up for it, because I'm like, I can never have too many moms or dads, because who knows, maybe one day I'll wake up and I'm not gonna be able to talk to them or have a mom or a dad anymore, and I'm gonna be alone without a family. So that's, whoa, not even know that was gonna come out. Holy cow. But I could breathe. I got all the chills out. You know, I've always felt that. Always in my head. It was always in here. It was just like sitting there and under my heart. Like under like, oh. There's always like, you know, and I know I'm not the only one. Come on, guys, don't let me hanging. Because I always felt like I'm not gonna be good enough for a family, or I'm not gonna have a family. Because I always felt alone. So I'm like, I'm not gonna have a family one day. You know, everybody always say, oh yeah, your family, and then they'll go back to say, oh, you know, blood is thicker than water, or, you know, you're not blood, but we still love you. You know, it's always like sat in my head no matter what. I'm like, it's gonna suck not having a family. You know, always having to be alone and like just make one up. You know, or like, because I'm the type of person that like I go up to my friends and stuff like that, so we're family. I'm gonna definitely ride or die for you, with you type of thing. We're gonna be family for life. I'm gonna be here for you. They were all gonna be family and stuff, but I was always like, man, I just don't want to not have a family. But in my mind, I'm always, I guess all the tears wanted to come out today. I had too much coffee. But I think always in my mind, I'm always gonna feel homeless. I'm always gonna just want a couple of things, no matter what that'll take. Even though I love all this stuff in my apartment, all the Disney things and everything. Lucy and Winnie the Pooh. You know, that's definitely something I always take with me, that I'm always gonna be homeless. I'm always gonna feel homeless. You know, I try not to take it all the time. Even when I'm in this apartment, I'm like struggle every day, like, don't get fired, or you have to like work on the next project, or work on the next idea, or get a second job, or, you know, don't run around with your friends too much, or make sure you just like sleep on the carpet, or don't sleep in the room too much, because it's such a big room. You don't want to take it for granted, or have God or anybody look at you like, oh God, you have all this space, you don't even use it. You know, sleep in the kitchen, so, you know, cuddle with the wall or something, because you never want to take this for granted. Like, darn it, I should have just not turned on the light too much, or something like that, you know? But you know what I mean? Like, I always had that fear, because like I was my biological mom, I would just call it my surrogate, biologically, I always got kicked out. I was always in an accident and stuff like that, but like I was always like, you know, so I always had place to go. That's why if you ever see my bios, like in Twitter, Instagram, I told my sister this recently, and my sister was like, aww. But I always say like life in a bag, and life in a bag to my fairy tale life, because like when I was younger, I'd always carry my stuff in a little grocery bag. Let me show you. This is what I always did when I was younger, and this is sometimes what I do now. I always have some just on hand, like I fit stuff in and take it with me. So this was a really weird life. Okay, this feels really weird, but it's like baggage, so I wanted to put it out there. Maybe it'll help you guys. Okay, so wherever I go, spend the night at somebody's house. In my apartment, I always have these. This is like a regular bag from Walmart or something. But I always say life in a bag to my fairy tale life, because I only have these bags. I only have these bags, so the only things I'm gonna take is like Lucy's things, a little bit of clothes, and just like a piece of paper and stuff. That's what I always did whenever I got kicked out. Anywhere. And cause we never really had a home when I was younger, and we always had to move around and stuff. And darn it. So I would always say life in a bag to my fairy tale life. I would always like write books, but journals and stuff. I have to have them, and I always like write forever, and I always like titled it "Life in a Bag" to my fairy tale life. And stuff like that, and no matter what, work my butt off. Even if I don't see anybody, I just in my mind I'm like having a great time, because I'm not gonna be homeless if I work a lot. You know, even it sucks sometimes if I don't get to spend time with Lucy or my family, but that's one of the things. So I'm always like, life in a bag to my fairy tale life. And, yeah, that's what I always did or do still. So that's my, like, baggage that I always take with me from the past. I'm always like, okay, I could do this, I could do this. And then that always, like, sits in me, you know? Or, like, I'm never gonna be, like, so-and-so or something. Not that doesn't really stay with me, but those two things definitely are the biggest ones. So hopefully you guys got to feel some weird feels with me. I don't know. I didn't know I was gonna cry. Sorry. But I actually feel good for letting that out. That's always sat in with me. Because I love my family to all the dearest, nearest with my heart. I love them so much. And I love everybody that I put inside to make my own family, especially Lucy and Ash. We're like the biggest family ever. But I love the family thing and everything. But I'm always like saying to myself, like, no matter what, you have to love your family. So that's why I'm like, oh, such a huge family person, and I love them so much. That's why sometimes I'll probably get a little annoyed that I over love them and stuff, and my friends and everything. That's why I'm like, I go to my friend's house, my friend Sheila especially. I think she likes it, and her sisters love it too. I love it too. I'll go to her mom like, hey mom and dad, you know, and stuff like that. And I'm patting everybody too, cause you know, it's, I don't know if that sits with any of you guys, but that definitely sits with me that I'm not gonna have a family, and that's why I can definitely relate with Stitch and like Nemo and so that's why I just love this, and it just gives me all the happiness. So yeah, hopefully this helps you guys. Maybe you guys thought about it. So for your homework, if I ever give you homework, this is your only homework, let's say. For you guys, just tell me what is your baggage. Leave it in the comments below, or tweet it at me, or privately message it to me, and I will hug you cyberly, or if I ever see you in person one day. And tell me what's your baggage. What's something that you carry with you from the past, or always sits in with you deeply, you know? And just let it go. Because, oh man, I just let it all go. I just let it go. I let it go. Like, let it go. Let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. So, yeah. I love you guys. Don't forget to smile. And remember, you guys are special to me and special to yourselves. Because, remember, you guys have to love yourselves. And all the love is in here. Because you guys mean the world to me. Okay. Now go out there and be productive and happy, you little gumdrops, you. Okay? So remember, don't forget to smile, and I love you, and I hold you dear to my heart, and yeah.